It's gonna be an interesting game today. Looks like Rain's gonna be taking point with the spike. We're all piling on one spot. Somebody smoked. Rain couldn't get out his pistol fast enough. KTX taking the lead. Pushing forward, trying to find somebody. KTX getting pudding. KTX going for the double. KTX gets Shark. Phantom Shark ends up getting KTX. McLovin gets Pretty. And Rain gets Phantom. It's 1 point for Waukesha West so far. KTX taking the lead yet again. McLovin now pushing forward a little bit more. Game Boy with a double. McLovin gets another. Pudding. McLovin with yet another kill. It's another point for Waukesha West. Game Boy and Odysseus are heading to the other side of the map. Pretty gets McLovin. Game Boy ends up getting Phantom. Pretty gets Odysseus again. Rain, Pudding, Cup, Game Boy. Game Boy's the only last survivor of Waukesha West. He's just got Pudding. He's gonna revive Rain. It's always helpful to have a teammate on this kind of thing. It's a 2v3. Waukesha West looks to be going on the defensive. Being careful as they slowly move forward towards the point. They spot one person but aren't able to take them down. Game Boy is killed it pretty. Rain ends up getting Sharpshooter. But there's too many, and Asterisk ends up getting Rain. Racine gaining their first point. 2-1 now. WIHSEA is pushing forward with Rain. Game Boy. And WIHSEA is going forward to scout. It's by an ability. One of them behind them. WIHSEA's Game Boy each get one more. Pudding ends up getting a DCS. KTX getting a steers. Rain here with the spike, trying to hold out just a little bit longer. Ends up blinding himself. Pudding ends up getting KTX. Pudding is now the last survivor of Racine. Pudding ends up getting Rain. It's a 1v1 situation now. Game Boy finally finishing off Pudding. There's a standoff between the two. Rain taking the spike yet again. DCS with Rain and Game Boy moving off to the far side. With McLovin and KTX staying over. Working this constant strategy. McLovin having their own problems. The one side. Another point for Waukesha West. They're now 4-1. Waukesha and Racine. Instead of Rain having the spike, now Game Boy has it. They're switching off the spike carrier now. Odysseus already finding somebody. The flawless KTX got multiple kills that round. KTX and McLovin taking them down. Just going after it. KTX with another one. KTX ends up getting Sharpshooter. Putting its Game Boy. The spike is dropped. It's a 3v1. Odysseus claiming another. KTX reviving, putting it up, and immediately downed. Putting him to being a Odysseus shark, claiming KTX. So now 3v4. Glovin taking out one. Glovin getting a second, getting Rain. And McLovin with a third. It's now a 1v1. He knows where he's at, just has to find him. And McLovin with the ace. McLovin with the ace. Score is now 7-1 in favor of Waukesha West. McLovin pulling off that ace was absolute madness. Planted this by KTX claiming another one. Steroids ends up getting McLovin. Game Boy claiming another one from South. And Rain with the final kill of Pudding. Rain taking the spike yet again. Odysseus is going to the top side along with Game Boy. He was following Odysseus to the top side. Glovin down by Phantom Shark. KTX claiming one kill, Pretty and Sharpshooter, each killing Game Boy and KTX respectively. Rain and Odysseus are the only ones standing on Waukesha West side. Odysseus now the only one left. And with S-tiers taking him out, that is a loss for Waukesha West. It's 8-2. Still in their favor. Rain taking the spike yet again. But they are all going to stay together this time, possibly. All clustering up at one entrance. McLovin pushing forward. KTX being an absolute menace. Pretty ends up getting KTX. Odysseus gets Phantom Shark. Odysseus also gets Sharpshooter. Racine McLovin ends up getting pretty. And another round for Waukesha West. 9-2 in favor of West. This time Game Boy's taking the spike. KTX just pushing forward. Pudding takes on McLovin. KTX ends up taking down Sharpshooter. Game Boy taking Pudding. Mysterious ends up getting Odysseus. It's even fight 3v3. Waukesha West is down to 2. Racine still up at 3. Can they hold it out? It's now a 1v2 with KTX being the last one standing. Can he pull this off? If Racine doesn't move forward soon, spike will go off. Racine making movement, and with the clutch by KTX. Ten and 2 in favor of Waukesha West now. Waukesha West now defending the points. KTX pushing forward. Odysseus taking out Phantom Pretty, taking out Game Boy. Pudding taking out KTX and Odysseus while Steers gets Rain. It's now a 1v4. It's not looking so good for Waukesha West right now. McLovin ends up getting Sharpshooter, so now it's a 1v3. Waukesha West having only one player left, McLovin. He has been known to make some pretty crazy things in the past, but not today. Sadly, another loss. Waukesha West with 10 games, Racine with 3. Pudding already getting McLovin. Odysseus in a situation. Pretty ends up taking out KTX. Game Boy cautiously approaching. Spike's been finding they have to formulate a plan quickly. It's a 3v5. Racine outnumbers them. Can't still put through. Rain gets the stairs. The DC gets pretty ends up taking out KTX. Pretty gets Odysseus. Game Boy taking out Phantom. Pretty gets Game Boy though. Another point for Racine. It's now 10-4. Still in favor of Waukesha West. Game Boy cautiously moving on alone. Rain still holding that one area. Leaves the door open. Doesn't end up getting anyone. There's two Racine players there. So it's a 3v5 situation. Phantom Shark ends up getting Rain, which leaves Game Boy as the last one remaining. It's a 1v5. It has to be careful here. Game Boy ends up getting Pudding, but then it's taken out by Steers. Third point in a row for Racine. Waukesha West still staying at 10. Racine is catching up. Off they go. McLovin almost immediately taking out Pudding. There's two more over there. Phantom is getting Odysseus walked out. Game Boy getting Steris. Game Boy also getting Phantom Shark. Pretty ends up getting McLovin. KTX trying to flank, looks like. Pretty ends up getting Game Boy. KTX taking revenge. KTX now just holding that corner there. Rain cautiously moving through rooms and hallways. The operator. There's only one of them remaining now. KTX ends up taking out Sharpshooter. Gaining out of the point for Waukesha West. Now they're 11 and Racine is at 5. Pudding Cup taking out KTX. McLovin trying to find someone. McLovin unable to get one. Rain and DCS each claiming one. Pretty getting both Game Boy and Rain. Asterius then getting a DCS. McLovin doesn't manage to get him, and Pretty ends up taking out McLovin for another point for Racine. 11-6 now. Waukesha West still hanging at that edge. They're spreading out to all possible exits or entrances, depending on how you look at it. Pudding sneaks behind the DCS and ends up taking him out. Pudding taking out McLovin. KTX taking out Sharpshooter. KTX taking out Pudding as soon as he reappears. Game Boy bringing back McLovin. KTX. KTX gotten down by Pretty. McLovin taking out Asterius. Pretty giving McLovin. Rain methodically cleaning out rooms. Game Boy getting Phantom. And now they defuse the spike with no remaining players on the scene. Bring home another round for Waukesha West, bringing them up to 12. Racine is at 6. This could be the tipping point. Pretty taking out McLovin pretty early on. Pudding then taking out KTX. Rain holding this hallway down. Racine plants the spike. Rain finds Racine. Pretty ends up getting down to DCS. Stires getting Rain and Pudding getting Game Boy, giving Racine a flawless match. Pretty getting McLovin early on yet again. Pudding taking out McLovin. KTX getting Asterius. Rain getting Pretty. Sharpshooter getting KTX. It's a 2v2 now. DCS getting Shark. Brings it to a 2v2. Racine gaining another point. Phantom getting a decent, and Pudding getting a Rain. Giving Racine yet another round. 12-8. Waukesha up by 4. Pudding getting a DCS. 5 seconds into the round. Pudding getting Rain. KTX taking out Pudding. KTX taking out Shark as well. Gathered over by B point. KTX going solo, taking the left side of the map. It's a 3v3. Phantom ends up getting KTX. Pretty taking out Game Boy, which leaves it a 1v3 for Waukesha West. McLovin being the only player left for Waukesha West. Phantom ends up getting McLovin. Bringing Racine one more round closer to victory. Waukesha West is at 12, Racine is at 9. Pudding taking out Game Boy. KTX taking out Asteras. McLovin taking out both Shark and Pretty. KTX taking out Phantom Shark. Pudding taking out KTX. It's a 3v1. Waukesha West. So close. Only one left for Racine. Which gives Waukesha West the victory once Rain takes out their last player. 13-9, Waukesha West takes the victory home. Waukesha West taking the victory home. Now it's time now for Waukesha West versus Bayport. Game Boy picking Sage, TCS taking Breach, KTX taking Phoenix. Game is starting. McLovin taking Clove. Rain taking Reyna. Diaz taking Breach. KTX taking Phoenix. Game Boy taking Sage. On the enemy team for Bayport High School, we have Cheese taking Yoru. Onyx Well taking Brimstone. And Bad at Usernames is taking another one. Bad at Usernames. We have AG, and then we have Dragon. So Cheese, Onyx, Bad, AG, and Dragon on the enemy team for Bayport. Game Boy taking it first. McLovin and DCS each claiming one. McLovin taking out Onyx. McLovin taking yet another one. Waukesha West plants the spike. There's only 2 left for Bayport. Now 1 after McLovin takes out Bad. Dragon takes it to DCS, but it doesn't matter since KTX takes out Dragon. 1 point for Waukesha West. Game Boy taking one side all by himself. Or KTX, I should say. There's 2 of them there. McLovin takes 2. AG takes DCS out. McLovin takes AG. Game Boy plants the spike at B. KTX still over at A. Making his way back though. There's only 1 left, and Dragon is eliminated by Rain, which makes it 2-0 in favor of Waukesha West. Game Boy taking this spike. KTX taking out Dragon. KTX takes out 1. Onyx takes out Odysseus. Onyx also takes out KTX. Rain takes out Cheese. McLovin takes out Bad. Just leaves 1 for Bayport High School. Onyx is taken out by Rain, which makes it 3-0. Waukesha West taking the lead. McLovin takes out both AG and Cheese. KTX is trying to just pick them off from a distance. DC takes out Onyx. KTX takes out Dragon. It's a 5v1. And a flawless Waukesha West as KTX eliminates Bad. KTX takes out Dragon almost immediately. DC is taking out Cheese with one of their abilities. McLovin taking out AG. Onyx taking out McLovin, but gets revived by an ability. Rain taking out Onyx. Leaves 1 on Bayport's team. Waukesha West still has all of their players. Bad takes out KTX. Now it's a 3v1. Bad takes out Rain. He's just camping in one of those corners. Just game and node. Just game and Odysseus. And they get it. KTX taking out both Cheese and Onyx. 5v3 now. 5v2 as Odysseus takes out AG. KTX taking out Dragon, takes him up to 3 kills. And that's a 5v1 with Bad being the only one standing on Bayport's team. And Rain takes him out. Game Boy taking the spike again. KTX pushing forward. Game Boy hanging back. McLovin taking one out. Bad taking out Rain. McLovin taking out Onyx. Bad then takes out McLovin. KTH taking out Bad. Odysseus taking out Cheese. Just leaves one left, which Game Boy eliminates. Taking Waukesha up to 7-0. Time Game Boy seeing the spike yet again. McLovin pushing forward with him. McLovin takes out Bad. Cheese then takes out KTX. Rain taking out Cheese, and AG taking out McLovin. Rain taking out AG. Has to reload. It's a 3v2. Now it's a 2v2. Now it's a 2v1. Onyx took out Odysseus. Rain took out Onyx. Dragon takes out Rain. Now it's a 1v1 between Game Boy and Dragon Lord. Waukesha West wins by spike. Taking them up to 8-0. Bayport still at 0 games or matches or rounds. McLovin taking out AG 10 seconds into the round. Game Boy with the spike again. Game Boy taking out Bad. Onyx taking out Rain, and Odysseus taking out Onyx. Cheese then takes out Odysseus, leaving it at a 3v1 situation, which is one when McLovin takes out Cheese, taking Waukesha West up to 9-0 against Bayport. Game Boy hanging back with the spike. McLovin pushing up with Rain and KTX. KTX taking out Dragon. Game Boy taking out AG. Onyx takes out KTX, which leaves it at a 3v1. With Game Boy, McLovin and Rain on Waukesha West side. Racine taking out bad onside, taking Waukesha West up to 10-0 against Bayport. Game Boy taking the spike yet again. McLovin taking out AG. KTX taking out Onyx. Odysseus taking out Dragon and McLovin reviving. McLovin then takes out Cheese, leaving Bayport with only one survivor. Waukesha is still. McLovin takes out bad and takes Waukesha up to 11-0 against Bayport. This is the last round before the swap. Odysseus taking out Onyx, McLovin taking out AG Cheese. Slamming down on Odysseus, KTX taking out Cheese, taking Waukesha to 4 players, leaving Bayport with only 2. Game Boy decides to plant the spike at B, KTX taking out Bad, leaving Bayport with only 1 survivor. Reigning KTX knowing exactly where he is. Game Boy takes out Dragon. This could be it. They could win a flawless game, but it is the swap, so anything could happen. This is just after the swap, so anything could happen. KTX seems to have some idea here what they're gonna do. Very specific positioning. Odysseus taking out Dragon, Cheese taking out Odysseus. So immediately McLovin taking out Cheese, Bad and Onyx, claiming Raven and McLovin respectively. Onyx then taking out KTX. Waukesha West doesn't win the round. Bayport gains their first round. It's now 12-1. Waukesha West only needs 1 more point, and then they win the game. McLovin taking out Cheese. McLovin also taking out Dragon before taking it from Onyx. Odysseus also being taken out by Onyx. Rain taking out Bad. It's a 3v2 situation now. The Waukesha West having more alive players. And Waukesha West takes home the victory as Racine eliminates AG. Waukesha West absolutely dominating that game.